What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Fire versus Fire Morata. The 4-star, he does have a similar version in the ice formation. He is still a 4-star on this one. He has got the Power Shot Playstyle Plus as well, which is going to come in handy. The other one does have the Power Header, and he's got Finesse, Rapid, and also First Touch. We have technically got another upgrade on him because he did get a double upgrade for the Euros 2024 card, but now we're into this 87. 89 on the pace, 86 on the shooting, as well as 84 dribbling, and a decent amount of physicality with heading as well, and he is going to be more controlled. You can make him controlled lengthy with a basic, and obviously as well we have gone with a finisher, which does make him still controlled, but 92 shooting, 90 dribbling, with 92 on the overall. So let's jump into him. He's very, very cheap at pretty much discard. Let's see what we can get from him. Oh, can we find him through here? We have got the Power Shot Plus. There it's going to be unleashed, and what a finish. That is why I like the Power Shot. To be honest, it's not always been the most dominant playstyle plus, but over Power Header, I just think if you can get into them scenarios, the keeper stood no chance. It was straight on goal, no pressure whatsoever, and that is going to be absolutely perfect. He also felt semi-responsive as we find another ball in here. This is going to be where we'd want the Power Header. Turn it back. Oh, Virgil with a tackle. Can we win it back here? Oh, win it back into Mbappe. Goes for the finish, but Stones is going to be out the way. And again, into the spot. That's going to be the unleash nearly. And that's normally where I kind of go with. If your very first time of playing with that power shot, you kind of fall into the trap. Rashford's going to be taken. You fall into the trap, basically, of just almost shooting of anywhere with it, which is definitely not what you want to do, because you will find a lot of the time it can be blocked relatively quickly. It's not necessarily the easiest one to go. Looking for the back heel, and Mbappe's going to go across, and it's a great assist as well. Surprised no rage quit, but working really well with him. Morata definitely always feels much better with an upgrade. His base card tends to be pretty much fodder from day one, give or take, and it does take a couple of upgrades to really get him into any sort of limelight when it comes to actually being in a team. What's helping at the moment is we do have Stuani. There's a ball over. Good block from Stones. But there is a storyline Stuani that you need to do, and you need to have La Liga players for it. So that is always an added bonus with him at this moment in time. Lovely fake. Little one into him. Can we get the turn? Oh, he sold him totally as well. He didn't even go that way. And that's not how you do a power shot. Rashford obviously has it as well, but that one was totally off target. And it's the big thing with power shot aiming. It is totally manual. So if you aim towards the corner flag, it's going towards the corner flag. That's a great tackle. Wins it back from Rijkaard. Wins it again. Finds the opening, but Virgil's just too easy for him. Oh, yes, he does have the 4-star skills as well. I'm interested. Does my version have that? Because now it renders mine completely useless. Going for the left foot power shot. Alisson straight at it. But it's an interesting one nonetheless. I do think the power header has some uses. Oh my god, he always keeps straight out. He does have some uses. Like naturally, if you're going through on goal, you've got the cross, then it's naturally going to do some business, because it's not as if it's totally useless. But I always find at the moment, I don't really cross the ball heavily, unless we're going for something like here. But to be honest, I prefer a volley anyway. He's just muscled his way through and he's got himself the goal. Very, very nice indeed. And I must admit, I love this versus Fire promo card. It genuinely, the ice is nice as well, but definitely one of my favourite ones this year, especially with the little bit of animation it's got into a bit of open space. Can we find a big chunk? Go for it. Ah, oh, nearly. Good passing from him into Rijkaard. Looking for that through ball there if I can. Can we find a bit of Mbappe? Need a run back if we can. There it is. Oh, get the pass on. Lovely. Fake round the keeper, little slot, and Morata with the hat-trick. That is what we want to see for a literal discard striker. Maybe in the top levels he's definitely not going to have this look, but in champs he's doing well so far. It's not necessarily the worst performance to start with. Definitely got a bit more pace on him, which is nice. Kind of responsiveness. That's a little bit better from him compared to the other versions. Passing wise, is standard, nothing too crazy. I do like the Power Shot Plus, like I say, that is a fan favourite now. The finesse is kind of gone, so I'm kind of enjoying that a little bit more on players, and it definitely does add a little bit of an element that you will need to kind of shut him down straight away, because if you let him have that open, he's got that ability to literally straight away go for that shot, and it's a good corner winner, especially if you are good at corners. Naturally, if the keeper saves it, it tends to spiral out a little bit more, so you can go for something along the lines of out here. We could then bring that possession back into Garrincha, look for the opening and finesse. There is lots of things you can do from corners that most definitely would break down even the best opponents, so that is something you could naturally win as well. Gone for the fake. I wanted a power shot on the left foot if we could. Keeper's going to get it. Can we get it back? One more to Morata. This is where I kind of need him in the box if I can find anything. Can we ping him there? It's a great save from Alisson. If we ran on with a finesse, a power shot there, that could have been a good move as we go for the power header. The crossing's going to be better for the power header, naturally, so it's annoying that the power shot is good for the corners, but then the corners is good for the power header. It does, ooh, get the touch. Can we go for the volley? Oh, nearly. Morata is going to feed through. No, the defense. A little bit of physicality problems there. I think one of them does have, I don't know if it's the ice or the fire, has more physical bonuses. I can imagine it's going to be the ice, just purely on the basis of that power header. Then that's going to need a bit more jumping, I can imagine. Probably 99'd out, as we can imagine. Get Hansen through. We're looking for the Morata, who's doing very well to quell the danger with Virgil. Virgil's just an absolute cheat code in defence. So that might be where you get your issues when it comes to somebody like a Morata, as naturally he's not going to have that prowess that Virgil does possess, as we find Loriente. Oh, it's a great ball into Loriente. Oh, we tried to find it. We're trying to squeeze him too much in there. Loriente definitely could have had the chance, if anything. Good ball out. Going to find that ball through. Good passing. Just needs a bit more of that run in there. We can kind of see him try to take the first touch. Go for the near post. Nice and easy. We know the shooting wise of him. He's phenomenal at shooting. It is kind of the pace and the body type that isn't the most fashionable in this game. It definitely isn't always considered the most meta. Powerful shooting, but a little bit less bulkiness on the pace or on necessarily the dribbling as well. Oh, there it is. Little fake on the inside. Finds the shot. Simple as that. Oh, it's a great through ball. Got to get the power shot. Keeper's straight out to it. Can we get the header? Alisson's going to beat Garrincha though. So going into the overall form then. So the difference between the versus fire and the versus ice. We've got 16k for one of them and 13.5 for the other. So we know which one's going to be necessarily the better one. Like I say, I'm a big fan of the power shot. Power head is great, and if you've got somebody that can do it, then fair enough. But in terms of what we've got stat-wise, we got a little bit extra pace. We lose 2 on the shooting. We actually gain more physicality, which doesn't make sense. But then also, in fact, we don't even get the dribbling either, so I'm assuming we get the bonus on composure. So I don't actually know, unless people love the power shot, then naturally, I'm not too sure why the other one's so dead in value. It might be just purely down to the pattern. Both are going to be totally normal, discard value very, very soon. Like 16k at the start is most definitely not an incredible price, so you are getting a bug standard striker. It's not quite like your Sons, your Neymars, your Martas. Naturally, they're going to be the higher priced, higher kind of rated ones that you want. Whereas Morata, if you're looking for a striker that can do a little bit of a job, he's definitely one of the ones that can. We went with a finisher for him just to max out as much shooting as possible. Again, you can offer the Hunter, which will keep him at lengthy as well, which I suppose is another big one. 97 pace, 91 shooting. That again is going to be a fantastic one. People are saying basic still, which I'm guessing because of the votes it might be a little bit less, but I don't know why we would keep him basic. I feel like Hunter or Finisher would be the two main ones for me. Even if you do get something like an Engine to get a bit more agility balance, that's still not going to do enough for me. If we go, where's the Engine? You'd get 79 balance, 84 agility. It won't make that much of a difference to how he actually is as a striker. So naturally, I'd go for the most amount of shooting you possibly can. And if you want pace in that as well, then definitely go for that. In terms of the striker though, very standard, nothing too crazy. Great power shot mechanic, as we already know. If you do max out that shooting with the finisher, then naturally you're going to get the shot power, the finishing. It's going to give it its best chance to get in. All you've got to do is take aim. Overall, probably like a 6 out of 10 strike. 6 to 7 out of 10. He can get the goal goals, but naturally we could do that with anybody of a certain rating. He's just not going to take out any of your top-end strikers by any means.